Telecommunications company Alorica tells Eyewitness News it is not closing after Owensboro Mayor Tom Watson confirmed yesterday the call center had fewer than 10 employees left.
Well, Mayor Watson today told me the assumption was Alorica was pulling out. But today, an Alorica spokesperson says they still employ about 250 people in the area, but they work remotely. And just within the past 30 minutes, an Alorica spokesperson emailed me telling me that the move to remote work is permanent. Well, joining us now is Mayor Tom Watson. Mayor, you confirmed to me Tuesday that Alorica was shutting down. You told us today you and your colleagues are trying to determine what's going on. They're apparently moving out of the building. What have you learned?
Well, I got the same notice that you did from California. It says, basically, I'll read it to you. We have moved out of the building, and we will continue to work remotely from as we have in the past. And, just to kind of set some of the records straight, I began thinking about this several months ago when we noticed all the empty parking places that we had assigned to Alorica, and, started investigating, and there were fewer and fewer people being in the building. And the idea was to get 800 people in that building and to support downtown and economic development, and creating the third leg of the three-legged stool for economic development. Time passed, numbers grew, and everybody seemed to be happy, but it kind of stalled out, and it stalled out to the effect that they came and asked us, could we extend the incentive opportunity another year so they could get up to 500 employees. So we were happy to do that, because we were trying to support them, because 800 people in our downtown is a lot of people, and we were certainly looking forward to it. Well, as time passed, the trigger to get the employees stopped. They didn't make it. We haven't heard from them for about a year or so. So as you noted, I've got a text from, or an email said we have not shut down. Operations are the same. And then I get an email at 4:51 that says that we are
they're making the move permanently.
We're leaving the building.
Right.
We'll still continue to work remotely, and if you'd like to have an opportunity to work for Alorica, you could get on careers at Alorica.
Well, there is some question here. I mean, when, as you said, when they first came on in 2017, they were trying to get 800 people in there. And it sounds like there was some communication at that time. It sounds like it has been strained. Do you feel like Alorica is acting on good faith in communicating what they've told you? And in your attempts to communicate with them, are they freely communicating with you?
Well, we started this morning when all this thing blew up, when I probably got out in front of my skis a little bit and said, I'm worried they're gone. And so we started emailing the folks in California, and we never did get a response until about 1 o'clock. And as you said, we have not shut down operation. Just to clarify, our employees in Owensboro continue to work. And so, we thought, well, that's good. Then I'll just go up and tell them it's my fault, and we'll start all over again. And then at 4:51,
right.
We finally get an email that says we have moved out of the building, and we're no longer occupying that space, but we're still working.
Forgive me, Mayor.
I think some of it's COVID related, but we would have liked to have had that good partner, but when they don't reach the numbers, they didn't trigger the incentive, and so the city actually has not had to pay an incentive, but at the same time, we've enjoyed the benefits of the folks that were working there through their occupational license.
But Mayor, we're limited on time here. This was a former bank building that was skeletalized and completely redone with a new modern look. We're getting a look at the inside. I don't know if we can get a picture up real quickly of the exterior of this building. Did the city help out on that? And the fact that you're finding out, quite frankly, I got an email at about 4:40. You say you got one at 4:51. You're the mayor of the city. The communication seems to be non-existent on this. And how damaged is the city with all of this real estate, a multi-million-dollar building just sitting there now?
Well, it's obviously very difficult. That's a big hole to try and fill. We've had a couple of other folks look at it in the last couple of years, or months basically, and but it is a big hole to fill, and we're a little bit disappointed. But at the same time, you go through that pandemic and things change, and people have found out that they can work from home, and with the salaries that they were paying, it probably made more sense to them to let the folks work from home.
Well, Mayor Watson, we're really running out of time. Real quickly, what is the next step?
Well, the next step, I guess, is to find out from the owners of the building what their next step is, because I'm sure Alorica had some type of lease. I don't know if they're, abandon the property and if the lease takes over, but frees up parking places in our garage, and we'll just look very, very hard to try and fill it up later.
Okay.